Hey, we're down in Honolulu. We are doing a little bit of raising capital down here, and so I thought I'd take a second on the way back to see if I couldn't talk to you some about raising capital and how to do that. And one of the ways of that is to follow the law of entitlement. The law of entitlement lets you know that a wealthy person has a desire to have what you have if you have something good for their money. It's pretty funny. You see it when you go to the airport. A person gets in first class and they have the desire to sit in a certain seat. This is where their luggage goes. Somebody's put their luggage in my spot like it belongs to them. It's the law of entitlement. Where's my grapes? I should have this. They go in a restaurant and how do we get to the front? Let me give somebody $50 and see if they can get me in right away. There's always that law of entitlement. I am entitled to something more than someone else. It's like the guy driving down the highway, the lanes are all full, and all of a sudden there's a guy driving on the shoulder thinking he owns the road and he's going down the shoulder of the highway. That's the law of entitlement. For some reason, he's entitled better than everybody else who's waiting in traffic to get what he wants. And so use that law of entitlement against people by raising money. And here's how you do it. If you're sitting in a restaurant, you talk to somebody who has a lot of money, or maybe you're not even talking to them. Maybe you're sitting in the restaurant one table away from them, and you talk about something good and some kind of deal that's going on and the things that are happening there. They're going to want to talk to you because of the law of entitlement. They're going to want to talk to you about what you're doing. We've had people get up, come over to our table, and ask us questions about deals that Tiffany and I was talking about. We've also had, like if you go golfing, say you've got an investor, you've made him some money. When he goes golfing, he starts talking to the other guys out there that he's golfing with, and he says to them, man, I met this guy named Gary, and I'm telling you, he's getting me 12%, 15%, 17% on my money returned every year, and it's all backed by real estate, and it's safe, and it's just amazing how good that's going. That's the law of entitlement. He, at that moment, has to share about how good he's got it. Then the other three guys immediately say, who is this guy named Gary? How do I get in contact with this guy named Gary? Why? Because they also, if they have any money, feel the law of entitlement. I want Gary to be the guy that makes me that 15%. So if you'll get out there and you'll talk about the deals, you'll learn the deals. Let me give you three things. Number one, learn to do the deals the way we do them so they make money. I watched some crazy show about people buying homes in Phoenix, and people bought houses without looking inside, didn't know a thing about them. Absolutely crazy investors. They're called gamblers, but and they're gambling. But the right kind of deal, or the right kind of real estate to do, is real estate where that you have went through the process, found out what it should make, what it should sell for, what kind of money you should get, and that's the right kind of investment when you're doing it in real estate. Number two, one, know how to do the deals. Number two, know how to talk about it. You have got to take the time to speak to others about the different deals that you have going or that we're doing as a group. Get our clout. Use my clout to help your future to do that too. And I think that's really, really important, is to use that clout and to try to make it to where you're doing things like we're doing them and making them make money as we're making money. And then you tell people about what we're doing, and then they're going to want to do it with you. Number three, don't be afraid to give us an investor and work with us with an investor. You say, I know somebody's got money and they'd invest. If you give us an investor and we work with them, when you get to the point that you're ready to do this on your own, so you're working with us right now, but you know 2 or 3 people have money, you bring them to the table, we make them some money. They use our joint venture, they use our time, our stuff, they learn what we're doing, they get involved in our deals. Then immediately you're going to find out that these guys are now primed and pumped for you when you're ready to go do the deals yourself. So use this law of entitlement. Get out there and find some people that got a little bit of money. Share with what, if you're not done any deals yet, share what deals you've seen us do. Talk about our deals. Put us together with them. Let me train that investor how to do the deals we're doing, how we pay out, and the things that we do, and then eventually hand that investor right back to you. I think it'd be a great deal for us to do together. I just want to give you a few minutes of my time driving back. I hope you enjoyed this. The law of entitlement. Write that down. And by the way, a good friend of mine, Kwame Granderson, that's where I heard the statement for the first time, and it was pretty awesome, and I hope maybe that you've learned a little bit about it and a little bit from that. The law of entitlement. Go out there, use it to your advantage, get some folks that are wealthy, and help them make you wealthy, and you make them wealthy at the same time. Good deals that you know what you're doing. Share it with everybody you can and talk about it. Bring investors to the table and get them primed and pumped if you want to. and make the law of entitlement work for you. This is Gary DeBose from TheDealFunders.com. Out raising a little capital, headed back home. Had a good day, raised a little bit of money, and I hope I can help you do the same thing. TheDealFunders.com. Remember, we want to fund your deals.